Welcome to week 2 of Friday Night Blitz. Woo, what a night. Southern Oregon really showed up tonight.
It's the best time of the year and we have plenty of high school games in the region to tell you about. Let's waste no time and get right to it.
Now, you're watching Friday Night Blitz on Newswatch 12.
What a night, Peyton. Southern Oregon really showed out today, I think, in all the games.
I agree. It was such a fun night. Madison was at Game of the Week, did an awesome job with that. And special guest Matt Struck. How was that?
It was a lot of fun. He had a good time. So let's jump right into it, shall we? The Henley Hornets came into Central Point. They conquered, and they defeated the Crater Comets. Starting quarterback Shaw Stork met his dynamic duo partner, junior running back Logan Whitlock, multiple times. Whitlock finished the night with 2 touchdowns and plenty of yards. Alex Stork seemed to have no problem calling plays for his younger brother, Shaw Stork, on the Henley sidelines, while Crater's head coach, Burke Brown, couldn't get much going for Crater. Quarterback Shane Woods struggled with high snaps and running yards going nowhere. We even saw him on the sidelines getting a little frustrated at times. They caught a little bit of momentum in the fourth quarter, but it only lasted a few short drives until it was back in Henley's hands. Fun fact coming out of tonight, Crater head coach Brown was the defensive coordinator at SOU when Henley head coach Stork was a top linebacker for the Raiders. And the Henley Hornets defeated the Crater Comets in tonight's Game of the Week. Both teams showing off their mobile quarterbacks and switching over to the passing game in the second half. But after a few fumbles and incomplete passes, the Comets just couldn't get it done. It was so awesome to have former Crater Comet and now SOU quarterback Matt Struck on the broadcast with me. He did great, and it was a pleasure having him there. And we're rolling along and heading out to Spiegelberg Stadium. Bill Singler and his Panthers squad had themselves a great week last week, and I think they headed into tonight's game wondering if they could do it again.
Well, I'm here to tell you that they did do it again. The Panthers met Del Norte on their home turf tonight. In the first half, the Warriors got on the board first, driving down the field and scoring fast, but that was the only touchdown they will score. Here, Deacon Edgar hands it off to Andrew Walker, and Andrew Walker gets on his horse and takes it to the house. That will put the South Medford Panthers on the board. Deacon Edgar now Del Norte has the ball and he throws an interception. Andrew Walker does it all, apparently. He gets the interception and takes it to about the 10-yard line. Deacon Edgar gets the snap, hands it off, and there he is breaking some tackles, and touchdown Panthers yet once again. The Panthers hold on to the win tonight against the Warriors, and the final score will be 21-7. The Panthers beat the Warriors in an exciting game at Spiegelberg Stadium. South Medford is now ahead of the season 2-0. Next week, South Medford will head to McNary High School to face the Celtics.
What a great game of the week, and Panthers at South Medford showing off why Southside Party never ends. But stick with us because we have plenty of more football on deck. We'll catch up with the Cavemen in Grants Pass and their huge victory tonight, and we'll see what the Mazama Vikings do best, win. Tons of Southern Oregon football coming up right after this break.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Friday Night Blitz, presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Hi, I'm the SOS Alarm guy, here to tell you about a great deal. SOS Alarm will not only beat any internet deal, but will install the system too. So burglars, beware. SOS Alarm for security and beyond.
Jim Siegel Auto has got me singing a brand new song.
Jim Siegel.
Chevy, Honda, Nissan.
With Jim Siegel Auto, I know that I just can't go wrong.
Jim Siegel, Grants Pass. Can't go wrong.
Jim Siegel. Can't go wrong.
Jim Siegel Auto. Can't go wrong.
Hi folks, welcome to Grover. It's the store you've been hearing about for all your electric and plumbing needs. To find out why, let's go inside.
Nothing adds style and comfort to a family room or bedroom like a ceiling fan. We have the latest. Anybody can sell you wire, but when you buy wire from Grover, we know what we're talking about.
People, products, the whole package. When you're tired of lip service and you want real service, we're your store.
Tina Kotek and Christine Drazen, leading the two extremes, driving Oregon apart. Kotek passed a law to protect tent cities, sided with rioters over police, and led the fight to legalize hard drugs like heroin and meth. Christine Drazen wants to make abortion illegal. She's backed by a radical anti-abortion group that wants to ban all abortions. Extreme left Kotek, extreme right Drazen. Both too extreme for Oregon. Paid for by Run Betsy Run, ID 3591.
Firewatch, only on Newswatch 12.
Keep Oregon Green, Oregon Department of Forestry, and all of our Southern Oregon firefighting agencies want to remind you that fire prevention is a shared responsibility. Learn how you can help prevent wildfires at keeporegongreen.org.
Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz on Newswatch 12.
The Grants Pass cavemen were holding down their cave as the Caldera Wolfpack met the cavemen at Grants Pass tonight.
And Grants Pass dominated on their home turf tonight, the cave, passing for 170 yards compared to the Wolfpack's 34 yards, and not allowing a single point on the board to finish the game off with.
It took a few minutes for the two teams to get into their own, but the cavemen found their rhythm with 1 minute and 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Jace Blanchard passing to Aiden Dietz for the 35-yard complete touchdown, and the kick will be good on that touchdown as well. And another one with 14 seconds left, Jackson Tunick for a 31-yard touchdown. The cavemen will put 2 more touchdowns up on the board in the second quarter, and they'll head into halftime up 28-0. Then a quiet third quarter for both teams, incomplete passes and penalties on both sides of the ball, but Grants Pass will finish off with 1 more touchdown with 6 minutes left in the game. The Cavemen will finish out the game without allowing a single score from the Wolfpack. And Grants Pass defeats Caldera, sending the Wolfpack packing, and they're going to head home tonight with a loss. The Cavemen are now on a 2-game winning streak after their win to Shasta last week as well. They will head out to South Salem next week on a Saturday, not on a Friday.
The Ashland Grizzlies hit the road today, and they headed up to North Eugene High School to take on the Highlanders. Let's see how the Grizzlies did tonight, shall we? 18-7, second quarter, North Eugene leads Ashland, driving JoJo Harward, finds Gavin White for the touchdown. Grizzlies down 5. Ensuring Ashland's possession, it's Harward to White again on the screen pass, 10-yard touchdown catch. Ashland takes the 21-19 lead. Highlanders quarterback Devin Anderson on 4th and 10 connects with Keelan Cutson for the wide open touchdown. A back and forth game all night long, but the Grizzlies come away with the 41-38 victory. The Grizzlies growling their way into a win tonight, beating North Eugene Highlanders 41-38. Ashland will now head to Henley, a big game there, especially with the Hornets' huge win from tonight.
Well, in case you missed it, the Mazama Vikings did their thing again tonight. And their thing meaning dominating the turf and sending their opponents, the Eagle Point Eagles, home with half the points they had.
They were ranked number 1 in the coaches' poll for a reason, I think.
Home opener for Mazama tonight up in Klamath Falls, taking on Eagle Point. That gave them some problems last year. This year, though, no problems. Vikings already up 7-0, make that 14-0. A 40-yard touchdown run by the senior Trevor Anderson. The Viking fans pumped up after that one. Vikings on the move again. Tyson Van Gastel finds Trace Horton all by himself. The Vikings would go up 35-0 as time was winding down in the second quarter. Eagles trying to get just something on the board. Brighton Livingston throws up and prayers and his hopes are answered. Nice touchdown pass to Wyatt Graves. but too little too late. The Vikings score on all 7 of their offensive drives and win big in their 2022 home opener 48-27. Too little, too late, no doubt. The Eagles will fall to the Vikings 48-27. Eagle Point now with 1 win and 1 loss, while the Vikings are taking home their 2nd win of the season. They will now go on to play in Eugene, while the Eagle Point Eagles will face Ashland again.
Hidden Valley traveled out to Marshfield High School due to smoke in the basin and to take on the Newport Cubs tonight. It was really nice to have teams in the Valley, though, even with a little bit of smoke.
Definitely. And it seems that traveling didn't really impact their game plan whatsoever. Not only did they score, but they scored big tonight.
And holy cow, did they score big. 60 points on the board for the Hidden Valley Mustangs. Newport with not a single point on the board. The Mustangs will head out to Klamath Union in the Basin. They grab their first win of the season and stay at home for the rest of the night.
And Cascade Christian showed why they were ranked number 2 in this week's coaches poll. Well, simply because they play like a ranked team.
Number 2, I think number 1 ranked team, completely controlling the game tonight. From pick sixes to touchdowns, the challengers gave Sutherland a challenge.
Yes, they did. The challengers wasted no time at all. First touchdown coming in 2 minutes into the game with Ashton Moody passing to Tyler Almasi for a 24-yard touchdown. And to top it off with a 2-point conversion run by Cole Shields. They'll score 3 more times in just the first quarter alone. Head coach John Gedman emphasized fun this offseason, and this sure looked like a lot of fun. In the fourth, Cascade Christian with a good 21-yard field goal attempt by Mason Hoffman. And that will be their last score of the game to finish off with the 54-6 win. The challengers sure did put up a challenge, finishing the night with 54 points and leaving Sutherland with only 6. Cascade Christian ended with 251 total passing yards and 84 rushing yards. Not 1 turnover for the challengers, but 4 turnovers for the Sutherland Bulldogs. Challengers got it done tonight.
They sure do. We said it earlier, and I'll say it again. It was a great night for Southern Oregon High School football. Huge numbers on all the scoreboards from tonight, but we're still not finished. Stick around because coming up, we'll recap some of those out-of-town games you don't want to miss out on.
Friday Night Blitz, presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
We're heading into my foundation 16 years this summer. We do a lot of things. We cover a lot of sports fees and make sure that kids individually can play the sport that they love without any hindrance whatsoever. Because of my cancer diagnosis and my fight that I had back in 1999, I had people pay for my medical bills, and so now we're raising money to help pay for people's cancer fight. This foundation is near and dear to my heart, and Abby's Pizza has been a part of that every step of the way.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to gear up for changing conditions on and off-road. Get great deals on our most capable lineup of Ford SUVs, including Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport, both rated 2022 IIHS top safety picks, and both designed to give you greater confidence. Hurry, Ford SUV season will end soon. Now, get $1,000 bonus cash on 2022 EcoSport, Escape, Edge, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Spectrum presents Stream Home Makeover with JoJo.
We transform the Joneses' home, upgrading their entertainment experience with the best TV and internet services from Spectrum. Let's go! With Spectrum TV, you get your favorite channels and streaming apps, plus tons of on-demand.
Switch to Spectrum TV and internet for only $49.99 a month each. Now with even faster speeds of 300 megabits per second. Call 1-844-480-4713.
Ready for more? Take a look. With the free Spectrum TV app, you can stream live sports, news, and more on all your devices, inside, outside, and on the go.
Wow, that's awesome!
There's more. We powered up the game room with Spectrum Internet, which gives you the fast, reliable speeds you need to power all your devices. And it comes with free security suites, so you can feel completely safe and secure.
Switch to Spectrum TV and internet for only $49.99 a month each. Now with speeds of 300 megabits per second. Call 1-844-480-4713.
Call now.
Failed leadership in Salem is hurting Southern Oregonians. Increased cost of living, a homelessness crisis, out-of-control crime. It's time to bring balance to Salem. It's time for Randy Sparacino. Randy Sparacino is the state senator we need with real common sense leadership. A mayor, retired chief of police, and proven leader, Randy knows how to get things done. He will help ensure that our problems are solved, not simply ignored. It's time for real results. Vote Randy Sparacino November 8th. Paid for by Sparacino for Oregon, 20676.
Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz on Newswatch 12.
The St. Mary's Crusaders took on the North Valley Knights today, but instead of playing at North Valley, their game got moved to Sutherland High School because of the smoke in the Rogue Valley.
Hey, they still got to play though. And not only did their game switch locations, but the game time changed as well. The game started at 3 p.m. today, but facing all this change did not affect the Crusaders anyway. The final score of tonight's game was 35-14. St. Mary's, the Crusaders, picked up their second win of the season.
And unfortunately, the Klamath Union versus Burns game was also moved out of town, but we still got the score for you. The Pelicans got 46 points on the board tonight, outscoring the Highlanders by 16 points. The final score of tonight's game is 46-20 Klamath Union.
And the Phoenix Pirates were in Cohill High School tonight, taking on the Red Devils. The Pirates had a rough first week after losing to South Umpqua, and they had moved out of town.
The Pirates could not make up for last week because they unfortunately lost 40-0 to the Red Devils. There is a lot of season left to be played, and I know that Coach Robinson will pick these guys back up heading into week 3. And Gold Beach hit the road to travel to Nestucca High School as well. The Panthers finished last Friday with 52 points on the board. Did they do it again tonight though?
I guess we'll see. The Panthers, unfortunately, did not do it again tonight, Peyton. They went to Nestucca High School and won 38-14. The Panthers are on a roll, and we'll see if they can keep it up heading into week 3.
The Alsea Wolverines took the field to face the Bonanza Antlers for the Antlers' second game of the season tonight.
The Bonanza Antlers got their second win of the season tonight against the Wolverines, and it was a blowout. The Antlers came out with the 38-6 win. Cross Point Christian started their season off tonight at Perrydale High School to take on the Pirates.
The Warriors lost their first game by 32 points tonight against the Perrydale Pirates. Although it was a tough loss, it's only the beginning of the season for the Warriors. Next week, they'll play Alsea High School.
What a night. I think tonight finally felt like our first Friday Night Lights under the lights.
It definitely was. It was such a great night getting out there and getting to cover some football. And it would not be complete without the plays of the week. Let's start off with Cascade Christian.
Cascade Christian running back Cole Shields picking off Eli Palm's pass and running it all the way into the house for Challenger's touchdown. One of many TDs for the night, and Cascade showing their experienced defense in this play.
Hectic chaos everywhere out in Klamath Falls, but watch very closely. Eagle Point quarterback sends it, and Mazama will pick it up and take it for himself. An interception from Mazama.
And our final candidate, wide receiver Andrew Walker with the touchdown run, a pass from Deacon Edgar, and what a run from Walker and helping out putting those points on the board for the Panthers.
Madison, how was covering Game of the Week?
It was great. Matt Struck was a great addition to today's game.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun, and it was a great game. But now it's time to announce our Week 3 matchup for Game of the Week.
Let's do it. 1 week from today, we will be at Eagle Point Eagles to host the Churchill.